See what the individuals can do. Make it the CT side start of Train. And T side, we know how tricky it is.
A bit. Wanted to start off life well on Train, but gets undone immediately. And Kvem follows through onto Alexi. Double openers, in fact, making a triple. That is so clean. And maybe Teb was right all along. 4 strong already in this bomb site for Passion UA. Makaze with a big job to do. USP is sounded off immediately, but not connecting. Flawless from Passion UA.
Yeah, Ted currently grinning from ear to ear. I can almost feel it across the internet.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.
Yeah, Navi need to be careful they don't fall down to stage 1, though. I think that is actually a potential because Liquid's doing so well at Fisher. So still need to get a good result here. Okay, 5-7. Bailed out by the break and the smoke, but Wonderful finishes the job. There's a bit of a fight here in main. It is messy. The pistols connecting. Still a player low. This is just a brawl in towards main. And the 5-7's doing a hell of a lot of damage.
Passion UA say, okay, Nix, see what you can achieve. Maybe we can walk out A main a little bit later. Kavem incredibly low. Alexi still on this angle. Wonderful looks to take the contact. And he was the player with the high HP. Alexi still tucked in the corner. They overlook him. And Lexi B does wonders with the pistol.
Time.
And this Nix lurk, you're right. There's just no hope for it because Bit's just going to run away. No room to plant this bomb. And Bit knows it. Navi, they force in and they get the job done.
Yeah, easily done. Alexi B. Great shots in towards main. Holzek just not anticipating a player there, especially when Wonderful dies at New Box, right? You're not really expecting a player just to be tucked in at Olaf. It'll be a one-game wonder. Rushing in towards main, trying to find the opening pick, but Flashbang quite doing the job. The boost up doesn't, though, and Immer and Makaze easily deal with Grim and JT, knowing just to keep spraying down below. After plucking that player from above. Now surely the reinforcements will come over to help out Bit. It's going to need it. Passion UA getting ready to try and get a desperate attempt into this B bomb site with Kvem falling. Their answers not being found. Even a further flash forward just to see if they can find anything. Yeah, that doesn't quite convert.
It's almost like, okay, we do this, and what's next? We're going through a flow chart. And there's been no complications. The Blade blueprint looking really good. Nix just desperately trying to hold on to his gun. Trade very good out of Bit. It also, I wonder how much an element of it is for Navi. Obviously, integrating Makaze into a LAN environment, because that's a whole new experience for him. And we do put a lot of emphasis on that as broadcast talent. But I do really think it is relevant. Immer's beating the molly, and he's able to get rid of JT. Great trade out of Grim, but Wonderful follows through on Kavem. That wasn't on B. That was over towards A. So Passion UA need to now relocate over towards Pop to make sure this isn't one-dimensional. And again, all the contacts coming on one side of the map. Alexi B is playing tug of war on the other, and he's going to win out. Wonderful's rotated now towards B. Bit just on the edge of the smoke. Grim and Holzerk best not dare push it, because there's a dangerous enemy on the other side. And it isn't just an AK. There's now an M4 into the mix. Holzerk now starting to feel the pressure. And it's Bit to clamp down on it. Grim now left into a 1v4. And it really is a grim reality for him, because as soon as he looks at one angle, that's where he ggets resistance from the other. Great work out of Navi. Yeah, again from Alexi, just pushing and getting all the info.
See the damage that did? That was a headshot.
Nothing. But because there was nothing put down early by Passion UA, they were playing reactive. Navi also go reactive. Easy for Wonderful. And now out Pop, it's desperate. It's fleeting. And it's over in an instant. Makaze will find that double. Sure, Alexi B gets caught, but there's 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left in a 4v2 to put the bomb down and also clear out all of these angles. It's not happening. Look at the Wonderful reposition. He's pushed even further forward outside A main, and JT will hit some sharp shots, but it's all inconsequential. 9-1 for Navi. Looking to show for us a big statement here on this defense.
This round they just sit back. They let Passion UA wait. And it's excruciating. They get nothing from all of that time.
it's because Pasture didn't put anything down. Good flashbang. JT this time moving forward. Ime immediately in the kill feed with a trade. Blue on orange just in the wrong way for Passion UA. They're hoping so desperately they can take these last 2 rounds, give themselves a foothold. 1 foot in towards their map pick. JT yet again showing some mechanical prowess, and it's built enough time here for Kavem to creep out, but Bit's always considering it.
That's the space on B, though. That's the B anchor. You now know you've got an opportunity. Immer is hearing this rundown. This flank timing is going to be supreme from upper, but also can plant so that Nyx can take this deep line into CT, and it's wonderful there, so he can't really clear this. He needs the players in upper halls to take first contact. They start to clear. Holzak is completely exposed. Surely just going to get caught out, and there's a smoke for Wonderful. And, well, Nyx finds where Wonderful is. Bomber can probably just get stuck here now, because even if this fight's won, which it isn't, he just wouldn't have been able to get there in time anyway.
NAVI improving step by step. GG also helping you build dominance in CS2. Makaze fall blind, but puts the incendiary down. That creates a little bit of the division in labour. Grim now starts to get aggressive on this side of the map, and he'll catch Bit in mid-air. And he's not done. A good start here for Passion UA, and with Kavem finding Ime finally, there's going to be something, potentially. Alexi B finds himself in a tricky Passion UA sandwich. We can only find 1 kill. It's finally something for this T side, but they only walk away with 2. Inflicted onto Na'Vi without any rebuttal. Kavem searching. Bit doesn't spot him. Could walk straight into the guillotine of these dual Berettas. Kavem dual wielding and will be securing.
That's pre-aim too. Kavem a little bit quicker. Makaze doing damage, but Grim's found one as well. Makaze's just trying to solo them out at Ivy. He's going to disengage now. It's going to keep some interest there. JT almost caught out. That would have been a clean way in for Na'Vi. Still 3-on-3. JT facing from backside, plucked by Alexi. Grim noted, but Kavem and him hitting the shots. Makaze needs to finish with 2 more. Try and reposition. Can he walk up on Kavem here? There's actually a small world, but this clear coming back from camera will prevent that. And they're making it so difficult with these peaks. 36 HP, the dual Berettas could just riddle him if he can't find the instant headshot. He's looking for it. Bomb scooped up. Needs more bullets. 50. In fact, that's going to be a little deadlier. He's really looking for it, but it's Kavem that hits the headers. And both pistols now for Passion UA. Holds like a op, so this is what we need. 3 kills at the moment.
Did he dominated
the opening series. No, didn't get to wield it. So the T side a bit trickier, and well, his half hasn't started well with the op. Surely Bit okay. Holds like a little bit quicker despite having 5 HP. He's still wielding the AWP. Great nades from Na'Vi, but not enough to end him.
It's a good reaction out of Na'Vi. You now know that the AWP was posted over at Pop, so you're completely avoiding him whilst putting pressure on towards A main. Grim dealt with by both Flame and Spam. Nyx, MP9, Makaze looking the wrong way. He wanted to play trigger discipline, and he ends up walking away empty-handed. That's just ill discipline from Nyx. Holzerk such low HP as well, and he can't find his mark on the second player. JT now steps in right behind him, but Alexi B is still providing that cover. Great reaction out of Na'Vi, but Nyx should have his head in his hands. Just take the kill, mate.
What a disaster. Wanted to see if he could get 2, but Emma clearing that angle. Na'Vi diligent. And the lurk smoke that was down also gave Alexi the ability to walk out and avoid that AWP of Holzak. Gonna be a bit of a fight here in Updog as the push comes forward. Bit loses initially. JT swings out. Nyx gets here, so does Grim. If they can find this kill on the Nyx, but he's taken another. So brilliant setup. And Emma dislodge Nyx and maybe make this clutch doable. Yeah, we'll secure that one with ease thanks to the flames. 1v2, but Holzak already pursuing him. The space here is actually on to B. Might overcook it, thinking that because he's got all these kills at B, that they're going to rotate that way. Look, Vem on this angle, surely he'll be good for this. Imma gonna be a tough shot, but he hits it straight to the head through the box. Still gonna be this flank coming through Pop Dog. Anticipating Holzek likely is on that B site. Will Imma have the presence of mind to look pop? It doesn't seem like it, and Holzek gets a little dicey for a second, but he'll convert. Goes to pick up that AWP just to make sure he has every weapon.
Get the control that sets up the original call that Alexi made. This time it's not Kavem over towards E-Box, it's Grim. Wonderful line up the utility. And is it going to be a burst out of Pop? Yes, it is. Good flashbang. Tries to set them up. It's a good trade, and Bit will follow through on towards Grim. Kavem at back sight, trying to provide a little bit of coverage to allow Holzek to get in from connector. And it works just for a moment, but with Mikaze walking through Ivy, that's that unknown element that Passion UA weren't ready for.
Yeah, very fast rotate, though, in towards camera. They're going to be flanking very quickly. Bomb's still not down, but being considered. Can they get on the line? No, Holzek hits the shot. Wonderful. Looking for it. He'll hit it. But where has Nyx got to? That's the question. And Wonderful, I think he's going to get backstabbed. The turnaround, but Nyx hits the headshot just through the edge of the wall before the AWP can react.
Last place he's going to check is exactly where he just got that kill. Oh, and Mikaze just finds Grim. Maybe it can just be an individual merit round. But Kavem says no to that possibility, at least off the back of Mikaze. And then Ime fires off another Deagle shot. 4v3. Navi have got the edge with a lesser weaponry.
These Deagles doing something, aren't they? Chance for another, and it's coming through. Where's that swing? Wonderful. JT hits it. Holzek's low. Wonderful's found it, and it's off Desert Eagles. Not even armored, just pure headshot machines.
Kavem showing the frustrations, but it's Navi yet again. Making things happen. Haven't had to rely on individual brilliance. It's been a fantastic teamwork out of Navi. The utility works out perfectly to set up Bit for a double. And he takes a large bite out of Passion UA's defense. 5v3, especially with the Deagles, especially with the 5-7s, unless JT can conjure up the same magic that Navi just pulled in round 18. I think we're done here on Train.
Yeah, you forget who you're up against. Bit doesn't miss many headshots. Vam will hit one of his own, but Nyx, left alone, starts to make his way over Navi. They let Passion UA believe for a moment. A couple of close calls. But the Deagles break Passion UA's morale, their spirits, and their banks.
This is also 13-6 with no pistols for Navi. That's how dominant it's been.
Well, they got the Deagles, so that kind of counts as a pistol. Not the pistol round, but they get it done with them. 13-6, as you say. Navi complete the promise started by that 10-2 half. Yeah, Mikaze's a player I probably don't want to be going for a one-on-one duel with pistols. This guy has not been missing too many shots. Already hits one to the dome of Holzek. It's about standing, but not for long. Imma will find the frag, but can't quite onto Kavem. They run out of ammo. Alexi's there just to recover the face. Nyx has an interesting timing. With everyone falling, can he do much? 2 shots. Still, sadly, doesn't feel enough. Unless Grim now steps into that space. Pull off something magnificent. As a bit of a timing, Wonderful is holding for this crawl through short. And with Bit in pit, you feel like that crossfire, the trade should come through. Now the info does. And falls back. It's the molly, that's fortuitous. I give him a chance for a kill, and it will. Can he get 2 more times ticking? That's the big issue. Needs to be instant. It's only 1. Mikaze actually gets his first kill of the round to close it. And Navi take the pistol.
And they're going to go back into what worked on the pistol. Potentially just a faster play in towards the apartments.
I wonder if they saw that AWP on the player that jumped into unders there, because there was maybe a chance Nick's going to get blindsided. Oh, no, he actually stands tall. Okay. Does well. And then Holzek chimes in for one of his own. Playing ahead, looking for a kill. Wonderful removes Nyx. And then overwhelms Holzek as well. Mikaze already out towards long. JT not anticipating that. So despite a good hold to get things going, it's the response from Wonderful and the forward positioning from Mikaze. They've put this back in Navi's favor. With that second smoke landing short with one towards Moto, it has to be another save. Just getting punished by Navi's utility. Such a volatile player. I feel like if you can slow him down early, can really affect the rest of the map. Alexi, this timing, he's walked through JT. I think he should still have him. He will. With Nick's getting that kill in short, it might not matter. All of this chaos over at B.
They're now going to reset back into a normal exec. 35 seconds. There is low HP on a couple of these players. I'm looking at Halzek in particular. That utility, though, is not going to affect him. He grabs one, he falls back. Grim can just wait, buy time. You've also got that spam coming in from CT. It's a good connection between the two players, JT and Grim. And for Wonderful, he has to now just fall back. 5 alive for Passion UA in their first gun round. It's going to make them feel a little bit happier.
Definitely feels good.
Unnoticed. That might be a problem because Navi are heading this way.
They're looking to retake this control, aren't they? Drop the flames. Halzek gets on the line. You might not be anticipating this. And yeah, Wonderful wasn't. Walks straight into it. Then the tag. Makaze, not happy with that, but then gives up the bomb, gives up his life. Halzek gets the multi. Oh, Halzek straight through the half wall. A tag, then a bag. Might even just complete the 4K with this one onto bit. Wouldn't that be remarkable? The no-scope through it. It's JT that finishes the job. What a round from Halzek.
This time they're not going to go off the back of it, and that's because you've got this proactive play over towards A. You don't want to be pushing in 2 areas of the map because the rotations would just be so far away. Love this out of Nyx. He takes his own time in bit. You feel like he's going to be caught off guard. There's no way he's going to consider this angle. Nearly adjusts in time. But with him finding that fight a little bit further forward than Nyx would have liked, it's going to send him back and it's going to put Navi forward in towards B.
Really cool just to keep pushing off that smoke because Bit has that false sense of security. Hearing that smoke land, he's like, okay, got this time to throw some of my own util, the lurk space over to A. It's still keeping players here that smoky through. Now the execute comes through. Smoke lands on either side. Grim tucked in towards new box flames, surely. Destined for him. No, they won't be. Plenty of positions covered in a blanket. And yeah, the flashbang actually sets up that kill. And then Alexi, are you kidding me? The drop down execution. That's just about done it. Still Alexi's low. Got a bit of money, got a bit of util. The nades, that might undo Alexi. No, it's just to break the smoke. Second one as well. If only you threw that towards new box, maybe. Just maybe. Could have been a chance, but with nothing revealing itself. Halzek, keen. Ahead of the util. Takes a chunk of damage from it and needs to be careful. Real careful. Oh, the nade? That's gonna do it. There it is. Sends him flying. I'd love to know the damage done to Halzek across this series just purely by util.
It will be a lot. We get this Bit Nyx head-to-head again over towards Apps. NAVI just consistently prodding at both sides of the map. This isn't going to be a direct commitment in towards B. Flashbang, though, good enough to get rid of Grim. There's one more player here, JT, through the smoke. And the flashbang support from Kavem is great, but keep your eye on the fact that NAVI never wanted to go in towards this B bomb site. Nyx is repositioned. They have to clear this close corner. Help is on the way. They need to be thorough and diligent. Bit gives it a look, but Nyx then sticks his head out. Wonderful hits the deck. Bit with the trade, and the spam through the smoke isn't connecting by either party. 1v2 starting to be established. Bomb punched in. And for Bit, he's figuring out how to get the most out of this situation. Tucks in at default. He's hiding almost in plain sight. There is a kit on JT, but there's no utility otherwise for both of these teammates. And Bit's seen one, and he only needs a half-second chance. Flashbang now thrown forward. Really wants to get this fight, but time is starting to elude JT. And as he comes around the corner, he's presented into Bit's crosshair, and he'll take a large sum.
Very deep. The smoke as well. They've gotten this control.
Oh, and he pre-fires. He pre-fires in towards the top. Kvem really needs to help out Holzek because he's doing everything. It's a multi-kill out of the sniper, but it's none out of the rifles. And this 3v2, once again, just feels a little bit out of sight, out of mind for Passion UA. But you also need to grab rounds on the board. JT and Grim, this time armed with utility. A little bit more of an arsenal.
Inches away. Makaze doesn't. He wants more. He's throwing the util. Emma catches them. Surely, with so many players on B, you want to get something from this. It's going to be the push forward. Makaze's been waiting for this. Overwhelmed after one, but the information's surely there now. And it's Nyx in the same position as Kvem last round in terms of having to deal with everybody. Gets one through his troubles. But I think you might be right, double digits feeling likely. Bomb to be planted, still util to be cycled, a re-smoke on Moto, and an almost impossible retake.
That it is. At least they both got kits, but I mean, just look at where Bit is, look at where Ime is. He's now gone back to try and clear middle, and as soon as he gets that forward information, everyone can come over and help. But you're just stuck out by utility. Look at how much of this bomb timer has elapsed. JT hoping, praying he can just find one instead of his full zone fully blind, but they need to make a move. They need to make inroads in towards this bomb site. They need to try and get something going, but it's the in-game leader of NAVI to set them up and then bring them that 10th round again. First lands. He's just playing like he's a veteran.
Yeah, he's a land beast, isn't he? Oh, Grim. Well, maybe we cursed him a little bit there. The swing is going to come forward. This is 4 players here. Well, now 3. Flashbang comes over. Dodged by JT, who's mid-air, but Grim not so lucky, and well, isn't so great for JT on the second peak. But the space is found. The pick onto Bit gives Passion UA this bomb site. So they're going to get the plant. Nick's taking further control. Needs to be careful not to overstep his mark, but he won't. If he'd gone down there, the retake was very much on.
Yeah, absolutely. So important because now you get this advanced space, right? Nyx now knows that NAVI aren't rotating him from CT. But Ime wanted to try and punish. A little bit of revenge for one of his fallen teammates doesn't happen. And now Wonderful, the only one with kills in these rounds, hoping to collect the full house. It's a big ask. And because there's no kit, there's no chance. Passion UA will get their 3rd pistol out of 4 in this series. And they lost the first map. Grim looking to deny. No funny business, say Passion UA. We don't want to mess with none of this. Maybe don't go into apartments on an eco. Yeah, Makaze will show you why. Bit then will also headshot Kvem. He'll have the last laugh technically, but now Makaze, he's got the advanced timing and the spray's really good. What a nightmare scenario. Wonderful now tries to step in. Grim will at least leave a little bit of pressure, but him is there for the trade immediately. And there's always trades here for NAVI. Another one of these armorless pistol plays.
Fine banana. Oh, that's good too. Makaze gets one, and Holzek gets a trade, but look at the damage inflicted.
Now looks to walk back in. Oh, he can just undo the round right here. That spam was so tantalizingly close to getting rid of Holzek.
It's scary for him to do that because he is completely alone over here. He doesn't even have a smoke. This is Molly. Alexi's just going to peek out off that util, punishes Grim. That was one of the HP players.
Surely you know it's B. Makaze, look at this angle now. He's just fallen all the way back deep. This is tricky for Passion UA because, again, low life totals, but so many angles to clear in a limited space of time. Makaze can now hear them all coming in. He wants to get ahead of this. He wants to go for the advanced line, but can't grab any of them. These nades, surely, again, one of those where they break the smoke instead of break the bones. And for Alexi B, he can't profit off the information. Another one here for Wonderful. He doesn't see anything. I love this re-smoke out of Passion UA because it's before the initial smoke is faded and it makes the smoke a little bit more volumetric. So even if you break the smoke, you can't directly get all that information. Bit now starts to push. Holzek low, this nade, that'll be not the killing blow. He lives on 1. And you imagine that Bit is going to have to start clearing this, but time, a luxury that NAVI do not have. And maybe they can just kill everyone on the way out. AWP lost Kavem. They don't directly have to go into here if they don't want to, Passion UA. They always have that emergency exit through Nyx, but it currently just feels like he's holding to cut off rotations. It's been made. Choice confirmed. Push in B, Ime behind the fountain, and the FATMAS does well to at least get 2 kills, but everyone, fortunately enough for Passion UA, is chiming in with responsive trades. 3v1, Bits on A.
Really makes it almost impossible for NAVI to find a way back in. Bit might be able to find an exit.
That'll be good, because look, as you said, look at what they brought into this. Not a whole lot. MP9 kill is secured. That's extra money. It's also reinvestment further for Passion UA. These rounds have been very competitive. At least Hallzerk's got a little bit of a piggy bank now to keep replenishing this AWP if Passion UA see fit.
Back on the AWP. Go aggressive again, just snowballing. As 3 players B, space out towards long. Good dig, the team kill.
No.
Bit gets 1, and Nyx helps him out for the other. Hallzerk through the smoke. On deployed defensively as well. Wonderful. Stuck in a very uncomfortable position. He's just lucky no one's flooding him through the apartments, because this is not where you want to be with the AWP. Support's
so
here, but
weird.
blocked off.
I love these smokes for NAVI because they're just applying so much drama to this execute for Passion UA. Because Wonderful's been given so much room. You see the Hallzerk is now worrying about arches, worried about library. Good angle being adopted here by Nyx. That was necessary. And he can go one step further, but Mikaze makes sure he doesn't. 3v2, and you've got this containment now from Ime, who took his time on Banana. Also now gives it a cursory glance, and the shot is immediate. 50 seconds left. JT now hoping that NAVI make a mistake. Wonderful's been here the entire time, and he gets pre-fired immediately. And Mikaze the next up on the chopping block. Passion UA from a position where it felt like NAVI had all the control. They took it right from under their noses.
And Passion UA, this grouping, this steamrolling, snowballing strategy is working wonders for them.
First time we have said it this half, but it's important. This was 10-2. This was the 10-2 half. NAVI, they haven't won a gun round. The only round they won was when Passion UA almost gifted them it on a silver platter when they pushed them towards the apartments. So for them, they feel a little bit out of sorts. Wonderful. Certainly got a little bit of a headache after being dinked through the smoke. Nyx goes one step further, provides a lethal concussion to Ime. Bit with the immediate trade. That's a good response, but now you know the rifle, that safe weapon for NAVI, is here on A.
Yeah, he might just pass this rifle down though and grab the AK. Yeah, he's going to do that. So it's going to equip his teammate with a gun. And he's going to stick around, but bam, showing he's pretty sharp with the headshots too. Rips Bit's head off. Lexi looks to step in, now equipped with his teammates and poor timing. Could have been a bit dicey and still may well be. He goes down after 1, but Wonderful's 5-7. Chimes in for one of its own. He's going to run down here. He's so low. Tech 9 going to get him done. JT doesn't. Yeah, pre-fire Mikaze. Is there a wall? No, there isn't. Hallzerk secures it. Begging to find impact with it. Taking a forward line. Again, Util being a nuisance. JT actually just walking ahead of everything.
Ouch.
Further damage and the nade. Straight to the head. NAVI 5v4. Rare advantage for them.
They need to just remember their fundamentals. Alexi just holding for a boost that isn't going to come in. Instead, it's going to be a swing, and it's individual. Grim was right there with him and has almost just fed him to the NAVI wolves. Boost up for Hallzerk. It's a great shot on Wonderful. He's just rotated in. He's just arrived. And now he has to watch from the spectator's screen. Big fight in Boiler may be brewing, but Nyx doesn't dare challenge Bit. He wants his teammates to be here. He wants Hallzerk to take another one, but this time he can't do it. NAVI poised, primed to get series point unless Nyx can provide the solution. But as Bit posing even more problems, Grim now resets in towards Absolute with 50 seconds left, a 1v3. It's doable, but it's tricky.
If he catches Bit here, who's walking through smokes, there might actually be an opportunity. Rotation's far away. There's a smoke, so he'd be able to get the bomb down and maybe plant, but that drop's been heard. Bit surely did calm that over. Now spotted. The swing comes out. Perfectly played by Bit. threading around through that smoke. NAVI.
Otherwise, they are forced to that lower bracket at the hands of Natus Vincere.
And not enough to budge the odds, is it? Spam does not go the way of Bet. Looked like he was close to getting it on, but now it's Passion UA with the 5-on-4. Wonderful, might get his opportunity. Nix and Vam occupying the apartments. Emma has gone wandering. 2-2 setup, so NAVI need these two pieces over here to find success. Flashbang doesn't hit the mark, but neither does Wonderful. Drops the incendiary, Emma steps in, and now it's just Wonderful. Gonna be some support coming his way. Goes out saying he needs something special. The flashbang straight to the face. Worried about every angle, and so he should be. Second flash is perfect. He gets undone. Alexei steps in only for one. Makaze, there's nothing for him to say in this round. So after a great round from NAVI in the one prior, this one falls flat.
I love the way the Passion UA approached that, because it's speaking about the fundamentals of NAVI in round 21. Here in round 22, you've got this combined group effort here from Passion UA. Utility sublime. First to get Wonderful off the angle and towards the apartments, then to initially make him fade away from the short play, and then just as when Wonderful thinks, oh.
Yeah, the call is to keep some funds. Wonderful has managed an ult still, so actually able to keep this pretty competitive, but he's been really struggling to find the impact with it. This could be the round. Oh, the damage so good with the util. Oh, it's NAVI singing here, but it's Makaze that just burns out. That M4 is gone. Too eager for that fight. Just gonna gamble it. Gotta make the call, and it might be the right one. Boost up on the cards for Emma. This is gonna be the commitment in. Wonderful. This is your moment.
Again, the flashes. Just consistent attrition. But Alexei goes through at the same time, and Wonderful will still find one. This is surely not how it ends. Passion UA have worked so hard to build it back in towards overtime, and NAVI are going to steal it in the cruelest way possible. The smoke lands not in the nick of time. The smoke break for Kavem would need to yield a multi, but it feels like it's all said and done. As cruel as it was on Train, this one feels disgusting on Inferno, and you are dragged 6 feet deep into the burning depths of Passion UA. The lower bracket looms after another MP9 5-7 pick-a-mix purchase for NAVI.
Hold up, it is not done yet. Okay, it is. Wonderful, finds that impact with the final kill. Starting to sweat, but smiles for Alexei as he delivers impact with the 5-7.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.